What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today I have a hell of a video for you guys. We're going to be doing max Knull stage 99 on my account with 22% Pierce, and we're going to be doing it with Black Widow, which is pretty fantastic. Not too long ago, I made a video using the Incredible Hulk against stage 94, and guys, even without any kind of brilliant, you'll be able to do this with Black Widow. However, in today's video, I will be using a brilliant. Honestly, it was the only obelisk that I had available, so I ended up slapping it on her to get it done, but she doesn't need it, especially if you see the time frame that she finishes this thing in. She does spectacular. And once again, guys, this just goes to show you that even the original tier 4s, the very first speed tier 4, is still godly. She's still an ABX meta. She's still amazing, and World Boss Legend has crazy survivability because of her tier 4. I mean, this thing is nuts, man. This thing is absolutely crazy that, you know, she dodges so many hits. She just doesn't take any damage at all. Even when purple attacks are on the ground, it's actually insane. Really powerful skill, which is awesome. Not to mention the increase to boss types, which is wonderful. And whenever you're playing with an obelisk or whenever you're playing with a proc, you always want to hit your 3 first, right? You always want to hit your 3 first, get that damage proc there, and then you want to go into your 4, 5. You want to get the 4 so you get the attack buffs here, and then you want to go into the 5 just to do a bunch of damage and get that heal, and it's honestly really wonderful. Whenever you're playing with a rage, generally we just go 5, 4, 1, 3, but whenever we're playing with a proc, 3, 4, 5 just tends to work out the best, right? And I do have a rage on her currently because I actually unequipped it and put it on another character, and I'll be making another video about that character in the future. But today we're just focusing on Black Widow. Again, guys, I had my brilliant destruction on my Black Widow whenever I was able to do this, but she doesn't need it, guys. I guarantee you with a mighty energy, mighty destruction, she could absolutely plow through this. I do have 100% physical attack on my cards, and again, about 22% pierce, and I do have a good build. I mean, to be fair, guys, I mean, I got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Odin's blessings on her, so I got her stacked up pretty good, but she is an ABX meta, so I got a lot invested in her. The stats aren't really going to matter, guys. They're pretty much going to be maxed out for the most part whenever she has a destruction on her, except for her critical rate won't be quite maxed out, but the critical rate will be maxed out, I believe, from her force skill. Yeah, she gets 40% increased critical rate, so it's going to be maxed out every time we're using our skills, which is pretty phenomenal. She has a fully awakened Power of Angry Hulk set. She has a 3-star artifact, guys, which really just dodges all attacks. It really doesn't give her any really more damage, and it makes me super happy that, Black Widow was able to do this. Stage 99 is crazy, and I told you guys before that I'm just going to start, trying to max out these World Boss Legends. So Knull is now accomplished, and now we're going to be working on Mephisto. But let's check this run out and see how well Black Widow does, because, man, I'll tell you what, it's pretty freaking nutty. Oh, yeah. So we're just building up that meter, guys. We're going to hit 3, 4, 5, right? And something that's really nice about Black Widow's kit is that you can cancel her skills very fast, which makes her very proc friendly. Now, I'm doing the 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, tier 3, 5 rotation, but I just absolutely love this girl's tier 4. I mean, she really is one of the most underrated tier 4s in the game. And guys, there's players out there that did this, just like I said with the Hulk video against stage 94 Knull. There's players out there that because they have enough Valor on their account and obviously have enough tech stats and build good builds, that they were able to do this with, tier 3 Black Widow. They didn't even need to tier 4 her. So you don't even really have to tier 4 her if you have a really good account, 25% pierce and all them goodies. But, if you do have her at tier 4, I mean, you're going to have an ABX meta, and you're going to have a character that pretty much just destroys everything. Honestly, when she gets that tier 4, guys, it really does make her over the top. It really does make her so much better. And this just goes to show you, once again, that these older characters, these older tier 4s, the originals, right, are still useful, and being that she's one of the original Avengers is pretty damn awesome. I mean, it's honestly lit, and this wasn't that difficult. It's honestly pretty damn easy. I mean, granted, again, I'm using a Brilliant Destruction, but if I was using a Mighty Destruction, guys, it'd been just as easy. It wouldn't have been that difficult. The most important thing about facing Knull is that, in this phase, always run away, let him jump down, and then attack. Because if you attack while he jumps in the air and he goes into an iframe, you will lose a lot of damage. So that's always a good idea. And at the very end of the fight, you always want to have your tier 4 ready, so that way you can dodge all the attacks. So that way you can attack the cage before he goes into the very last phase, so you could do enough damage to end the fight. Those two things are, really big tips that I can give you as far as using Black Widow against Knull. And yeah, we're just building up that meter and get it done. It's awesome, guys. It's so awesome. Like, I've never regretted tier 4 in this character at all. I've never, ever once even second guessed it or even thought about it. I'm freaking loving her so much. Use her in GBR, use her for pretty much everything. And by the way, guys, I did do a run, although the video footage came out a little wacky, that's why I'm not showing you. But I did do a run with the Rage on her. If you guys want to see that, I can show you that. But she got within the last 5 bars at the end of the fight. 5 bars with a Rage, and if my Valor was completely leveled up, I think she could actually do it with a Rage. A regular Rage, not no freaking Brilliant or Mighty or anything like that. But I mean, look at the time, guys. I mean, she's absolutely destroying this thing, just murdering it, demolishing 99 Knull. Just destroying it right there. I could have attacked, honestly, guys, because I still had her tier 4 up, and I really should have. But it's all good. Get behind here, make sure Knull comes and attacks us backwards there. And yeah, run away. I mean, it's awesome, guys. And she's going to be useful for a future clear as well that I do plan on showing you guys in the future, but I'm going to try to do it without using the Brilliant Destruction. I'm going to try to do the other clear in the future, maybe using her Rage. We'll see if my Valor's high enough to be able to do it. But again, I mean, your Valor, guys, is everything. That's kind of the thing about playing the higher levels of World Boss Legend is, like, the higher World Boss Legend you face, the more Valor you're actually going to gain. And the more Valor you have, the more damage you're going to give to the boss and the less damage that you're going to take from the boss. It's honestly a win-win for you, and that's kind of what I've been doing here lately, is just pushing higher levels of World Boss so I can build up that Valor as much as possible. Another thing about Black Widow that is nice is her movement speed is pretty decent. It's not the best, but if you notice, I saved my tier 4, guys. You save your tier 4 for this part of the phase, so that way you can get in that damage, right? And you can hit that tier 4 immediately, right? My skills aren't quite ready, so I hit the tier 4, and then I go into the 3, 4, tier 3, 5, and make sure I have my meter built up for my Brilliant Destruction. Right? And we're down to almost 3 bars. Almost 3 bars, right? She does have kind of a long cooldown on her 5th skill. So, I mean, not super long, but, somewhat. So you really want to make sure you get as much damage in as possible before this part of the phase starts. And it's over, my friends. It is over. 39 seconds to spare, and I've honestly done this even faster than this, guys. I've done it with almost a minute to spare, and if you're doing it that fast with a Brilliant, you can absolutely do this thing with using a Mighty Destruction, a Mighty Energy. I mean, the Mighty Destruction, honestly, would be the better choice, in my opinion, if you are pushing high levels of World Boss Legend. It just synergizes really, really well with having all that Pierce. The Ignore Dodge really doesn't matter on it because, you got a level 80 character whenever you're using Black Widow, so they, dodge really isn't a big deal. But I'm just stoked, man. I'm super stoked that this girl was actually able to demolish stage 99. And again, I'm planning on showing you guys a future video with her pushing another world boss at high levels. So guys, let me know what you think about Black Widow. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. G+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.